guys, it's Melissa here, and you guys asked me to let you guys know the results of my 10-day juice fast. Now remember, there was one day in there that I had only water and I had a colonic as well. Before I get started and tell you guys my results, I want to read you this excerpt from the book, The Idiot's Guide to Eating Raw. Some reasons not to fast, such as for weight loss. Fasting for weight loss can usually result in a greater weight regain. Although some weight will be lost, the high rate of loss will be accompanied by high rates of loss of muscle, which lowers your metabolic rate, making it easier to gain weight once refeeding begins. Always fast under the guidance of a qualified health care practitioner, especially for extended. Also, I wanted to let you know that fasting can sometimes be considered part of preventative medicine, and it's good for detox, especially. This tells a little bit about juice fasting. It lightens the stress placed on the digestive system, and it provides the body with most of the nutrients needed to sustain life. So, I absolutely love this book. If anybody is thinking about going raw or interested, this was a very beneficial tool for me. So, like I just said, fasting for weight loss, if you want to fast, it should not be for weight loss. My reasons for going on a juice fast, as most of you know if you've watched my other videos, is I was doing great. I've been off and on, high raw since January 2011, and I had lost 15.5 pounds. Then in 1 week, I gained it all back. April 29th, I weighed myself at 247.5. That's my starting weight, I think it was January 10th. So that sucked, and I knew that I really had to get a handle on my food addictions and my emotional eating and my overeating before I just went up and up and up in the scale, and sooner or later I'd be 300, 400, 500, I'd be dead. So my reasons for going on the juice fast was to reset my body, to introduce the foods that my body was meant to eat, and get my body, detox, give it the nutrition so I can still do my daily activities. I mean, weight loss was in there somewhere because I knew that it would, promote some weight loss. But I do know what you do after the fast is really more important than the fast itself. So while I've been enjoying my juice fast a lot, for the most part, it's nothing to be taken lightly. It's not always that easy, that's for sure. But you guys wanted the positive and my results. I will start with the negatives first. Day 1 went pretty well for me. Day 2 also went pretty well. I had a couple of headaches, was kind of fatigued. Day 3, the headaches were really, really, really bad. I did watch a couple of videos on, I think it's EFT, the tapping, and it seemed to take my headache away almost instantly. The headache did return later on in the day, and I did the tapping, and it went away. Now, mind you, these last 10 days have been crazy. I mean, I'm a nursing student. I'm 8 hours a day studying, mental exhaustion, sleeping 3 hours most days. So it's been a little different process for me than like the normal person, what have you. And then the cravings kind of stopped for food, for specific foods especially. And then about day 8, the cravings returned again. And day 9 went great, and day 10 also went great. Obviously, you will have to deal with some emotions. Emotions do come up. I had some times where, there was some mood swings and stuff, and, that's not always to deal with, because here I pushed down my feelings and my emotions so long with food that they had to finally resurface. So I had to deal with those, and all in all, it did go pretty well. Like I said, there was some mood swings, but otherwise it was good. For the first 3 days, you are going to be going to the bathroom quite often. you'll have a lot of loose stools, and it will happen a few times a day, maybe even 5, 6, 7 times a day. After that, as long as you're straining your juices and you're not really getting any fiber, you won't really have to go to the bathroom a whole lot. I did take some psyllium husks, and I even took a laxative one day just to kind of get things moving. So that's another thing. Positive, negative, I don't know, you know. So yeah, so the first couple of days you're going to have the diarrhea, and then after like day 5 you're going to have some constipation issues if you don't take anything for it. Right almost from the beginning, I lost like a bust size. I think honestly day 10 I think I lost like two bra sizes. So first thing to go for women when we lose weight, and I just hope that, you know, I can maybe fix that. I guess I'd rather have a small bust and a small body than a large bust and a large body. So that I consider as a negative as well. And then also my skin had been breaking out quite a bit. It is getting much clearer, but there's times where it'll just break out all of a sudden one day, and then the next day it'll be clear again. So it's just all detox symptoms, and I'm probably leaving some out, but for the most part those were the negatives of the juice fast. Now for some good news. I feel lighter. I feel amazingly lighter. I feel like I lost 50 pounds. Like, just my step, I don't feel that heaviness. You know, when you're big and you're just eating the sad diet and the sad lifestyle, living that, you know, lethargy, you know, all the time, I don't have that. I just feel so light on my feet. I can run up and down the stairs. My breathing, oh my gosh. If you guys saw, go back to some of my very first videos, I couldn't even make a quarter of a video without just breathing. Like, my whole breathing, you could tell that the fat was really pressing up on my diaphragm and my lungs. So my breathing has improved, you know, tenfold. My breathing is amazing. So definitely some more positives. Obviously my clothing is fitting much looser. I am constantly pulling up my pants, which is an awesome, amazing feeling. I didn't weigh myself until today, Friday, May 13th. So I wasn't too shocked when I realized how much I lost. But you guys will see that at the end of this video. How much total. My energy has increased dramatically. Even those days that I'm not getting enough sleep, like, you know, 3 hours is not enough sleep, 5 hours is not enough sleep, I'm doing just fine. You know, some days I am a little tired, but for the most part my energy has just really increased so much. And, you know, honestly, I have a need for less sleep, and a lot of people say the same thing. You just don't feel like you need enough, you know, as much sleep. Another thing too is when you wake up, usually some people, you know, you wake up and you're just so heavy, you just can't physically get out of bed until you're almost like 5 minutes before you have to leave. Well, yeah, on the days that I'm, you know, lack of sleep, I am a little tired, but I'm still almost bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. There was one day that I was just really out of it. I was just so tired and just mentally exhausted with everything I got going on. But for the most part, I'm just up. I'm up before my alarm, and I feel good, and I feel alert, and, you know, very light on my feet, so that heaviness is not there. I have a huge increase in my confidence. I am no longer really self-conscious. It doesn't really matter. If I had a big pussy zit on my face right now, oozing, I wouldn't really care. My confidence is better than it's ever been, really. My self-esteem, even though I know I'm still a big girl, my self-esteem is better than it's ever been. I mean, I feel like I could conquer the world, really. Almost every day I wake up and I just feel like I can do almost anything. The mental clarity, I have a lot of mental clarity, even though, like I said, the lack of sleep, you have to just, I'm not going to keep repeating it, but you have to take into account that I'm a nursing student and I'm just sitting through hours and hours and hours of lecture and reading so much and going to clinicals, and there's just so much exertion with my brain that I'm still able to hold on to that mental clarity. So that's a huge change from before, because before, you know, I just couldn't complete sentences, I couldn't think straight, you know, good food, good body, good brain.
Do, do, do.